Right guys, welcome back to the Regal Gentleman Studio, and today we've got Sam in the chair. How you doing, man?
Pretty all right, yourself?
I'm good, thank you, I'm good. So, what's the plan? What are we doing?
So, I've been wanting to go for a buzz cut for a while now.
Okay.
Granted, I'm sort of nervous as to like how thin it may be or may be getting up top, so sort of just want some degree of consultation on that, and then ideally we'll go for buzz cut, but if we need to find some alternate workaround.
Okay, yeah, of course, yeah, let's have a look then. Okay, so that's what we're playing with. So, there's a balance of how short you go that can make it look obviously a lot thinner, right? Or it can show off what you don't want to show off, right, for example. But let's have a look at your hairline. So, okay, fairly decent hairline to be honest. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. It's probably a little bit finer through here, if I'm honest, like just through this bit here, but not enough that I think you should worry about. At all. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that at all. The only thing I'd stay away from though is doing something like a 2 or 3 or 4.
I'm definitely hoping for something more on the side of like an 8, almost a crew cut type of situation.
Yeah, I would probably say that'd be a good thing. Do you know what? We could buzz it off with a number 8. The only thing is we are going into slight unknown territory there, right? Because we buzz it off, you never really, I can't 100% say I'd know that it'd be completely fine. Whereas if I did it through my fingers, I could direct the hair when I wanted to. So whether you want to go for, because what we could do, which would be quite cool actually, is if we were thinking out loud here. This is how my brain works, right? This is how I do this.
Keep on going.
So what I was thinking you could do is, the thing that gives it a really, like a clippered effect is there's no fringe, right? So the clipper takes the fringe all the same length as the top, right? Whereas when you generally do it through your fingers or scissors, you tend to keep a bit more length at the front. Your fingers just naturally, and the direction of the growth as well, of the shape of the head, just naturally leaves more hair at the front, right? So what I think you could do, if you fancy trying this, is if we cut the top down through our fingers, as short as a number 8, right? Then we clipper the fringe shorter to give that shaved effect.
To clarify, I sort of want to do just like the straight up buzz and then not really do much texturing or anything, like no lineup on the front, just sort of the natural way it would work. So
yeah, 100%. I mean, if you want to just, at the end of the day, if you want to just try number 8, I'm sure a number 8 would look fine, 100%. I was just thinking more on the air of like erring on the side of caution, just because you never know.
If you have faith in it.
I've got faith in an 8, yeah. I've got faith in an 8.
All right.
100%, yeah. It's just, it will give you a very buzzed effect, which is what you're looking for. Great. And then what about on the back and sides? Where do you want to go with that?
Fade it down to like 1 or a 2 if you want it. If you think it's better, just bald. Go for that
honestly,
too.
It's pure personal preference on the back and sides. But as long as we get the right angle to the top, you can go as short as you want. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. So for example, if you want to go to skin, with your face, I would say you've got quite a longer kind of face here. So I wouldn't go too high with the clipper work on the back and sides anyway. So even if you're doing skin, I would keep it low. Just because then you can kind of build up the weight here. So then it just narrows in the face to the shadow. So it just purely depends on how short you want to go. I'll make it work to whatever needs to do for the face shape. So you pick.
Awesome. I think we'll probably work with like a 1 then.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Because you could always do a nice sort of skin taper on the neckline if you want to, just to get that kind of angle on there as well if you wanted to.
Honestly, I will give you full trust at this point.
All right, cool. Yeah,
those are my guidelines, but yeah.
Yeah, all right, cool, man, cool. Well, what I'll do, I'll buzz it off first, and then I'll give it a rinse at the end, and I'll finesse at the end and just finish it off.
Sounds
all right. Cool, man. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Well, let's do it now before you talk yourself out of it. Right, so, hit on top. Lift it up on the hairline. You ready?
You know it.
So how do you tend to kind of style your hair at the moment then when it's really long? What do you tend to do?
Honestly, a lot of the time I just let it be. My summer job, I do catering with Ben & Jerry's over in the States, obviously.
Oh, do you? Oh,
wow. Yeah. It's a good time, but yeah, so I just wear a hat for that whole time, so it's not really much of a concern. It just falls, but yeah. So I mean,
so I'll just probably very low maintenance.
Yeah,
extremely low maintenance. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Fair enough, man.
So I'll be growing it back is definitely the plan, but wanted to get a fresh start. It's been, I think I had a buzz in 3rd grade, but beyond that,
you haven't done nothing since then, no?
No.
Fair play, mate.
Regrets are not as palpable as I was expecting at this point.
No, not at all. The thing is, right, a number 8, it doesn't really look like a clipper cut. It does in a sense, but it still gives you a good amount of length on the top. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
It doesn't look like drastic or really aggressive kind of thing. That's why I was saying, if you want to stay away from something that would be like a 3 or a 4 or something like that, that's what I'd stay away from for sure. Yeah, definitely. Because that would look extremely aggressive if you did like a 3 or a 4 or something like that, you know?
Yeah, no, that was not
probably not the best thing to do. Debulk it this way. So curly hair then? Did you know you had curly hair? Have you always kind of like?
I would say it probably came in like middle school.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which I feel like is typical, but yeah, no. When I was younger, it was. I don't know about pin straight, but yeah, definitely a bit of a surprise there.
Yeah, 100%, mate. It's funny, isn't it? How people just kind of grow the hair out and realise they've got a completely different texture of hair, right?
Exactly.
Unfortunately, that never happened to me. When I grew mine out, it just was exactly the same. So I was a bit gutted, to be fair. Like,
well,
I wanted a bit of curl, yeah.
It was nice while it lasted.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was hoping to get a bit of curl, but no, didn't get much at all.
Bit of a different look.
Just a bit, mate, just a bit.
But then, yeah, I feel like if you want to just leave the top exactly like that, I don't really feel compelled to texture it. Definitely not line it up. So.
Oh no, I wouldn't. I would. Yeah. I only line it up if you ask. Yeah, not a problem.
Awesome.
Well, I'm gonna rinse it all off now. Okay.
Awesome.
And then I'll finish it all off around the back and sides.
Beautiful.
There we go. Very similar to myself actually, mate. I went for the same kind of thing. I just kept everything natural. I took the fringe a tiny bit shorter, but most of mine was kept natural as well. So
yeah, yeah.
Gonna work down from 3 into a 1. And then look at your face shape now, it's all gone. That's the angle we need to work at. So we need to keep it low, like I was saying before. So see the angle it comes off at? So we need to keep that nice and low for you. Okay, to blend in with the face shape. All right?
Got it.
So 3 guard on, working up and off. Whereabouts in the States are you from then, so?
I am from Northern Virginia. I'm like 45 minutes outside of DC, the capital.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
This is my first time across the pond.
Is it? How you finding it?
It's been good, honestly, so far. It is crazy how like massive of a city it is. I go to school up in Boston as well, so
okay.
I'm used to like some form of a city, but this is like
next level.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very big place, isn't it, when you think about it, you know?
Oh, for sure. But it's pretty remarkable. Like I'm doing summer classes at LSE, and first day I was here, just started walking a little beyond campus and was like, oh, Trafalgar Square. Oh,
yeah.
Can see Big Ben from here. Oh, the London Eye.
All the
Buckingham Palace.
All the
just
places,
every single thing. You're like, wow.
Yeah, 100%.
Really packed it in.
That's it, mate. Well, that's the thing. It's when you're around that area, everything is around there. That's the funny thing about it. You don't realise how close you are. You turn the corner and you're like, oh god, there's the Eros statue or something. You know what I mean? It
is
great.
Really central London.
Yeah, it really is. Did you have a little nosy around here while you were waiting for us? Did you come around Hackney and Shoreditch?
A tad bit, yeah. This is incredible. Like, I don't even know, just like community of all the containers, and then it was nice getting to see a little more of the suburban area. Do hopefully get to avoid most of the heavier London traffic.
Yeah. When I drive down, I find it so much. It's much easier being based out here than when it was when I had like my shop over in the West End. Oh, if I had to drive into there, that was a nightmare. Or even when I was over in the city.
Yeah,
that was it was you'd spend, I think on like the sat nav it comes up like doing 10 miles and it takes you an hour, just to do 10 miles.
Exactly. You're like,
it's crazy.
I might not be able to run that, but
yeah, exactly. That's right. Yeah.
where
can I leave the car? Where can I leave it? So yeah, no, it is crazy. The closer you get to the central, it really is.
Yeah.
But it's incredible city. It really is. Like, especially when it's your first time here. Like, it's very it is very new and it's all very big and it's but you do find your way around it quite easily when you work out the tube system. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Once you work that out,
definitely
get around anywhere. Right, working down to that number 1 now. So have you told anybody you're getting a buzz cut?
There were a couple of like, how do we feel about this questions to friends. The girlfriend, I gave her the vague suggestion that I was going to make a bit of a decision, but she was not able to really clue down what that was. So I think she'll definitely be in for a bit of a surprise.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
It really suits you though. It does suit you.
Appreciate it.
Again, an 8's a great length, man. You can't go wrong with an 8.
This was a good choice for sure.
Yeah, it's not really that harsh, you know what I mean? But it still gives the same effect, Just going to taper in the neckline now.
Go for it.
Going to work some clipper over combs, but again, working with a head shape as well, so. I'll cut in nicely for you. You just blend that down into the beard as well.
Right. Yeah.
Now I'm just going to finish off by perfecting the edges and just line the hair out. Keeping everything natural though, so not doing anything across the hairline or anything like that at all. Appreciate it. Just strengthen up this little bit here. See, it still looks nice and natural. And just following the natural shape of the neckline, strengthening it up. Raise the neckline a touch. Now I'm just going to finish off just with some scissor over comb. Start from the top and work into the back and sides. Picking away some of the darker hairs just to thin them out a little touch. Right, man, so how is that?
Looking excellent.
Yeah, happy, yeah?
For
Cool,
sure,
man.
for sure.
It really suits you, mate. It really does suit you. I just show you the back and sides as well. So you just pump it up. So 8 on top, and then fade it down to a 1 into a nice low taper.
Wonderful.
And everything just sits in there for you as well. So
Looking good.
unlucky you can't see through either, through the top.
Perfect.
So yeah, it's looking fine. I knew it would be fine. Just if you,
All in my head.
go a lot shorter though, you know, you might
Yeah.
have saw something, you know, if you went a bit shorter. But at this length, it's perfect. Cool.
Awesome.
Do you want anything in it at all, or do you want to leave it as it is?
If there's anything you think would help, or like,
Do you want it to look a bit more textured or a bit
Sure.
more messy? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'd probably put a bit of cream in there. Yeah. Completely matte, so it doesn't look like you've got anything in your hair. It gives you more of a thicker finish as well, which is quite
Definitely.
nice. So it just gives you that little bit of a thicker textured finish.
Yeah.
And just let bits kind of fall about like that. So the fringe looks, you know, you can see everything just
Plenty of
looks
experience
natural.
with this.
Yeah, man. So a lot more low maintenance than what it was before, you know.
Definitely.
Let your fringe fall how it wants to. That's kind of it, really, man. Just that. Again, didn't put any texture in, so you're just making it fall the way it wants to.
All right.
And that's it, man. Happy, yeah?
Happy.
Cool. Thank you very much, man. That was a pleasure.
For sure. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.